Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, the 12th of August. It's HHV, the judge. There is the judge. Put that chair pushed back to the radiator for our sound needs. How you doing, mate? I hope that radiator's not on. You'll be boiling.
Not too bad, mate. I mean, it's been a funny old week, really. But I understand you've been knocking it out the ballpark, haven't you?
Well, I'm not one of these who blows on trumpet. But now you've asked. I thought Macduff was a really exciting debut at Newmarket, and that was a video horse yesterday. Lightning Point was the column horse, so we had a really good day. And of course, Lexington Bell, the monster gamble, we were on that in the bundle. That was 6-1 into threes and won. The old phrase, half the track. Kieran Schumacher, I wish look, we won the money, so I don't really care. But I think if Alice Sains might wish he'd looked round, shall we say, at the long pole and not carried on. Yeah, exactly. Careering away, as they say. And of course, I was a guest on the old IC Twitter space last night. If anybody listened to that, that was great. I think I was on for 4 seconds before my system crashed. So this is a longer format video for us, but good old IC. That was a cracking listen before I crashed the system, I think. So apologies there. But we hopefully we'll rejig that. But we are going to look at the 225 at Haydock now. Never let it be said. And of course, just very quickly, we did all right last week with the old Aberama Gold, didn't we?
I think we should name. The video the Aberama Gold video after tipping it up the last 2 times it's won. It's done us a favour. Yeah, well, your second choice won, and my first choice didn't run, and I did have one at the frame as well. So I think it's quite a good video.
Yeah, we did all right there. Yeah, I think we'll invite Aberama Gold round for coffee and cookies. I think. What a horse!
Absolutely, well done.
Exactly. 225, Class 3. 14 runners got post over a mile at Haydock on ground that is now good. Skybet Bet Victor paying 5 here. Virtually everybody else is paying 4. So there's some each way Tuesday. Yeah, but they're holding the 4 as we stand, and they're holding the 5 as we stand. So that's exceptional. Poet Master, the unbeaten Poet Master, is top price 130 favourite William Hill. We've got Isle of Jura, who both those horses are on a hat trick. Interesting stat there. Both those horses are on a hat trick. That's 11-2. Hafit Elaine is also 11-2. Then we go Katab 6s, Fantastic Fox 11s, all the way down to System, the outsider of the lot, at 33-1. So we've got 2 non-jiggers, Judge, but it's still an incredibly competitive mile handicap up there at Haydock. So give me your overview, and then we'll pin you down, pin you to the radiator for a tip.
Well, this is a really good handicap, and I mean, you can take 2 views. Really, you like the unexposed types, you're going to be all over the front 2 in the betting in this. I think they've both got high draws, which aren't, which isn't consistent with good winners round Haydock. You nearly always want to be in the inside 6 stalls. I thought Poet Master was plenty short enough. Isle of Jura has looked a world beat on its last 2 starts, and a stone higher rating wouldn't beat it on its last run. But out there wide, I think they were taking on at the relevant prices. And Hafita now really has been backed off the balls as well. He's plenty short enough, really, isn't he? For a horse that doesn't like winning too much. I know though he's been in recent good form. I thought there's a few in this at the bigger prices, all that could run races. I like Fantastic Fox, who won this race a couple of years ago. He's off a lower mark, but he's got a wide draw too. Bodegan, who ran very well at this course the first time out this season, when was drawn wide. He's an interesting 3-year-old. But I thought in the end, mate, I'm going to try and hit one out of the ballpark here. I mean, I backed this at 50s, but it's still some 33s in the village. I think Dawn of Liberation could go well from a low draw. This horse has not looked like the model of consistency this year. It's been well beaten, but it has taken on sort of really big handicaps. It's in the John Smith's Cup last time out, and it was also in the sort of the mile race at Royal Ascot. I think he's had his work cut out in his last 2 starts. His previous run at Chester, he finished very well over a mile behind Boardman, a pretty consistent animal in a decent race, as good as, well, slightly better race than this, actually, class-wise. And that was off a marker 99. He's down to a marker 93 here. And last year, he won a conditions race at Goodwood and ran an RPR of 107. So he's got some back class here. And I think if he ran to that Chester form, he'd be in the frame. So for me, Dawn of Liberation at a big price.
Yeah, let me just get you a live-ish price with that. Dawn of Liberation, 25 to 1. Yeah, there's a little tickle going on here. 25 to 1. When we started looking at this race earlier this morning, yeah, and last night the 50s. But yeah, 25s with Bet365 is now your top price. As low as 16s with Bet Victor. They knew, as Big Mac used to shout. Yeah. If you came back to the Chester form, Hannons have had an in and out season, but much better recently. And of course, the great Sean Levy in the plate. You won't lack anything in the saddle there. Big price for the judge there. Dawn of Liberation. Well, I'll come to one of my usual mantras: proven form over potential. Any day of the week, proven form over potential. Doesn't mean that proven form always beats potential. It just means in the long run, it's a better way to look at picking winners, in my humble opinion. Now, the Poet Master, I don't know how good he is, Judge. I'm not sure Carl Burke knows how good he is. All we know is that he cantered past the opposition last time at a very short price, beating the old Tango man, so his future looked bright. Future was orange, but I'm sorry, I can't in good faith tell people to bet a horse that we just got no idea how good he is. He may have a ton in hand, he may not. But 3 to 1, you're going to go skin if you're back with the evidence you've got. If you're backing at that price, Isle of Jura, I actually I thought was the stronger play at a bigger price, and now the way this market is framed. With William Hill, you've got Poet Master at 3s, Isle of Jura 11 to 2. I mean, that for me, those prices are wrong. I think Isle of Jura has built up a real solid season behind him. He won at Newmarket last time. He didn't win as far as Poet Master did, but he won comfortably. He also won a decent race at Newbury. Just look at the top of the market. I think that's all wrong. Now, look, Poet Master might win after track, make me look foolish. But with the evidence we've got now, I'd rather be on Isle of Jura out of the front two. However, my selection here is number 5, Helm Rock. Now, I am Team Kubler every day of the week, you know that, Jim. But I honestly think if it wasn't the Kublers, just with this set of circumstances and form behind it, I would still be Helm Rock. Richard Kingscote, the king of Haydock, takes the ride. Now, this horse has only ever run once at Haydock. It was also in a Class 3, and he absolutely hosed up. He really, really was so impressive. Beat a horse called Vintage Choice. He was ridden by Dylan Hogan that day. Kept on well, always doing enough. He looked to absolutely relish this track. Now, you're dressed up as the judge. The case for the defence or a prosecution against this bet would be disappointing run at York last time. He looked a little bit jaded that day, drifted out left and went into the slower part of the track. I just think it was one of them days when everything went wrong. Now back at Haydock, 16 days. This horse takes a lot of racing. 16 days off to him is going to seem like about 3 years to any other horse. If we go back earlier in the season, he was an excellent second at Ascot. At Sandown. To Indemnify in another Class 3, which was a really strong race that worked out. And then that was following a really, really good third at Ascot behind Chasing Aphrodite and Yana. So he has got the back form at Haydock. He's got some cracking form in this grade this year. He's 12 to 1. The 16s has gone, I'm afraid. I think even the cleaner missed that this morning. But you can get 12 to 1 with Bet365, a bit of 11s. Wish he was still 16s, but I still think he's not quite where he should be. I think he's about an 8-9 to 1 shot here. So 12s, bit of juice there. So we've gone 2 big prices. We're taking on the top of the market. I think you probably agree with me that Poet Master could be anything, Judge. And it may well be. But we haven't got the evidence yet, have we?
No, backing horses at 3 to 1, you've got to be right, 1 in 4 at least, haven't you? I need to break level. So he's not my kind of bet. And I mean, like you say, he's a blowout horse. He'll either win or he'll probably be out of the frame. So for me, I've got to take these type of horses on, especially at 3 to 1. If you're backing a horse like that about 8 to 1, you'd be thinking, well, I'll take a chance, But like you, I much prefer proven form as opposed to potential, because nearly always potential is viewed in the price, isn't it?
Yeah, and potential is not always realised in horses.
That's right.
But we know I'm asking Helmrock to do something today, and anybody who joins me in betting him, we're asking him to do something that he's already proven he can do. And that is a lot more solid for me at 12 to 1 than at 3 to 1, asking a horse to do something he hasn't tried or hasn't yet remotely proved he can do. So at 4 times the price, I'm Team Kubler. You are Team Hannon today, Judge. Top of the shop, Dawn of Liberation, the great Sean Levy. I think we've probably got the 2 best jocks in the race. No offense to anybody else riding, and that is never a bad thing to have on your side. So the Crown Prince of Haydock, Richard Kingscote, and Sean Levy, top of the shop. So it's Dawn of Liberation for the judge. Take that 25s. And be quick. And I'm on Helmrock, 12 to 1, Bet365 top price. So I'm sure you've got a busy day for your club members, Judge.
Very much so, mate. Yeah, it's a bit of sugar car cut packaging. I've got one at an away meeting. I quite like one at Newmarket today.
Excellent. The much maligned Shergar Cup. Well, it's still Ascot. There's never bad racing at Ascot. Are we going to get some silly rides? I suspect we are. Are we going to get some ridiculous team hype from ITV when really people just want to know if their bets win? Yes, we are, but try and enjoy it. It's a bit different. And it's still Ascot, everybody. So there we go. I'm not joining in the people giving it a kicking. I'll wait until I've not had any winners. Yeah, I'll wait till I've not had any winners tonight. Then I'll start saying it's a load of garbage. It should never be run. So watch this space. So I've got an Ascot card marker. We've got a platinum bet. You can have them all at the top link. We're a Nigel Benner 10 now, and the platinum gamble is away from Ascot. But that card marker, I've got some monster prices, and this is an event to play big prices in. I would suggest if you're coming on board with my card marker, great. If you're doing your own thing, great too. But this is one to have a punt at bigger prices if you're playing at Ascot. I don't think you should be getting stuck into shorties in a team game. Right, Judge, have a great time, mate. I shall see you again on Monday over on your channel, Judge Pottage. And we shall review the weekend's action and get some horses for your tracker. So good luck, mate. I hope yours wins if mine can't, but not quite as much as I want mine. And I'll leave you to wish everybody, what they need to be today more than ever.
Be lucky.
Be lucky. Enjoy it, folks.
Hold